Hi everybody, so today I'm going to do a review of the New King James verse by verse center column reference Bible. So this one is part of the Premier Collection by Thomas Nelson. So it comes in a very nice two-piece box. We can see we've got the satin finish with the gloss. So really pretty packaging. I like the way that they do their packaging. So I'm going to hold this right there in case you would like to pause and read that section, and then we'll drop down to the features. Alright, so our features, we're going to have a goatskin cover, sewn and edge line binding, raised ribs, which I love, art gilding. We're going to have 3 double satin ribbons. We've got a premium European Bible paper, which is 36 GSM, so great paper. We're going to have the comfort print, which I love. It's line matched, verse by verse. We've also got the Nelson's complete cross-reference system with more than 72,000 references, so tons of references in this one. Then we've also got a 10-point font. So I really love the print quality in this one and the font size. There is the ISBN number. Retail is $189.99. You can find it for less online, and there will be a link in the description box. Right now, at the time I'm filming this, you can get this on Amazon and Christian Book. Both of them are about $111 right now. If this one is too expensive for you, you can also get a leather soft edition. The leather soft is also very nice. I've got a review of this one. So really a nicely done Bible. These retail for $60, so you can find it for a lot less than that as well. On the Premier Collection editions, they're going to come wrapped in this black paper. So really nicely wrapped. It's going to have the Premier Collection seal on the front of there. One way you can get them out without breaking the seal is to pull this part of the paper out and slide the Bible out. So that way you can keep that. Alright, so this particular Bible here measures out at 9 3/4 inches tall by 6 5/8 inches wide, and it is 1.5 inches thick. So we're going to have black head and tail bands. We can see we've got 3 ribbons. The gilding on this is really, really nice. I do have a couple of scuffs on mine because that's where my Bibles tend to get damaged. But really a nice gilding. It is art gilded. We've got that gold gilt line. So really nicely done on the gilding. We've got the goatskin cover. You can kind of see that it does want to hug the text block there, so you can kind of train the yap. It's not a very big yap, but it does have a slight yap. It's also perimeter stitched all the way around the perimeter. Does have a really nice grain pattern, very soft, flexible cover, so I really like the cover on this one. On the spine, we're going to have Holy Bible, New King James Version, and Thomas Nelson. And then we have the raised ribs, which personally I am a huge fan of. I love raised ribs on a Bible, and the cover on this one is really, really nice. Another thing that you'll get with the Premier Collection is you'll have a little card here. Talks about the warranty. They do have an amazing warranty, so I would hang on to that as well. So we can see that we've got, it's going to stay open for us no matter where we put it, which is nice. But we're going to have the goatskin leather cover. On the liner, I'm not sure what material that is made of, but it is stamped goatskin leather cover. We do have our gold gilt line all the way around that perimeter. One thing with that, as you can see right there, is it does rub off, so it does come off of there fairly easy. I'm not sure if it's because of this material and maybe it's too smooth for it to adhere to. That I'm not sure, but I have noticed that it does come off wherever this section on this thicker paper tends to rub on. But it is going to be edge lined, so this liner is going to be tabbed up onto the block. And then you'll have these first few pages that will be stuck together, so you want to make sure you leave that. We're going to have a presentation page. Then we'll get into the title pages. This one is the first printing of 2019. It was printed in China. So I'll get you a close-up of that page if you'd like to look that over at all. We're going to have our table of contents. So all the books of the Bible. We'll have a preface to the New King James. If you get one and you've never read the New King James, I would definitely recommend reading that. Then we get right into the Old Testament. One thing that I do really like in this edition is the 2-color format. So we've got the black and the red. And then we can also see there that they've got this nice little design on there as well. So I think that looks really nice. Each book will have a short introduction. So nice that it's got an introduction. We have that same little line design there with the little squiggles in the middle. I think that looks really nice. Then we're going to have our double column format with the cross references down the center, and then when there's too many to fit in one row, then they'll continue on the bottom right hand side of the page. So I'm going to get you close up here. So this one, again, as we've seen from the beginning part, it is going to be verse by verse. So we're going to have our subheadings and chapter numbers all in red. Also, our verse numbers are all done in red. So I do really like the way that they did that. All the center column references are really easy to read. And I do want to zoom in on part of this one right here. So it will tell us there that words in italic have been added for clarity. So I do like that they do let you know on that. It is also line matched. So we've got a really nice print quality. Let me get you a little bit closer up so you can see how nice and clear that is to read. Now the camera is always going to pick up more ghosting than what I'm seeing to the naked eye. But another thing that I did want to point out that this one has, which is really nice, is going to be the overcast stitching. So we've got the regular large stitches down the center, but then we've got these little short stitches right here. So that's going to be what's called overcast stitching. So that's going to help this binding stay together better. Now the leather soft edition, which comes in brown, and then they've also got a black, and I'm not sure if they have other colors or not. Now on this one, we can see in that same section that we just have the regular stitches. So this one just has the regular sewn binding, where this one in the premium does have the overcast. So it is going to be a little bit stronger than the other one. Plus you've got the edge lined cover in the goatskin and the art gilding. So you're going to have some upgrades with this one here. But the print quality in this is absolutely fantastic. I do want to show you that it's also basically got like a built-in glossary, which is kind of nice. So if we look right here, so we can see the word distressing. So if we go to 2111, it'll say, and the matter was very displeasing. So that's going to tell you that it meant distressing. And then when we look at 2113 and we come down here, and it'll say, because he is your seed. And we've got that little number 1 right before seed right here. And then that's going to tell us that that means descendant. So sorry that that part wasn't super clear, because the camera was a little more zoomed in than what I thought it was. But so you're going to have the old word meanings in here, which I really like. Plus the other thing that I do like the way that they've got their references is we can see a little bit of blank space here. So this top section is going to have references for chapter 2133, which is the last verse here, and then to 22:8. And so we get down here and we've got 22:8. Now 22:9 is going to be on this side as well as over here, so they're going to put that one in this bottom half of the column. So you'll know quickly when you're looking at a section that these two here are for this column, these up here are for the left column. So when you do want to look at a reference, or when you see the little number 1s or 2s within the text and you want to find the word, it is quick to be able to go and find those where they're at. So that I really like. The art gilding is done very nicely. I do like the way that they did that. So really nice art gilding. The paper, which is the 36 GSM, has a very nice feel to it. And the only thing that I'm seeing any signs of wear is just in the corners of the gold gilt lines. We're going to have 3 double satin ribbons. So we're going to have 2 black and 1 red. So nice 3/8 inch wide. They are cut nice. They're a double-sided satin. The only thing on the ribbons is, depending on the Bible, you may not get one that they're placed very well. So like this one here, and the camera may not show up very well, but two of the ribbons are kind of folded over on each other and stuck in there. So they're not always placed really well up there, but that's going to be an easy change. So I will fix that so that way when I put the ribbons back where I want them, I know it's going to lay in there nicely. So that is one thing that I've seen people complain about, is going to be on those ribbons. But again, it's an easy fix, but it is nice to at least have three. So the two black and the one red. So I really like that. And just a really nice layout. So I'll give you a shot of how the poetic sections are going to look. That way you can see that. But just a very readable Bible. I love the layout on this one. So we're going to get back to the New Testament, and we can see that it is red letter, and it is a very nice shade of red. So I'm going to get you a close-up of the red letter. So nice deep shade of red. If all Bibles had this shade of red, I think people wouldn't mind red letter so much, because so many publishers have a shade of red that is just too bright, and some of them are pretty much almost just like a pink. So Nelson did a really nice job on the red letter in this one. It is going to be red letter all the way through to the end of Revelation. And then we get back to the end of Revelation, so we do see that it's red letter all the way through. And then we'll get into the Concordance. So the Concordance is going to be 164 pages, so decent size Concordance. It's in a 3-column layout. All the words are done in bold, so still very readable. So a very usable Concordance. Plus you've got over 72,000 references in this one, which is just crazy. So we get to the end of the Concordance, you're going to have a half a page of blank there, and then we've got one full one, front and back, and then you've got another half page there. So if you did want to take some notes, you can. And we're going to have a note regarding the type, which is going to be done by 2K Denmark. And the comfort print, if you haven't tried it, I think you owe it to yourself to get a Bible that has it and just give it a chance. Initially, I wasn't a big fan, and I shied away from it until I forced myself to read a Bible with it. And now it's got me so spoiled that all I want to read is Bibles that have the comfort print. It's that nice. So we're going to get back to our maps. We can see that it is on a glossy paper. So we're going to have 7 maps spread out onto 8 pages, all full color, very easy to read. The print's done very well on them. We've got some more stitching there. So really nice sewn binding. Again, we've got the overcast stitching in the front, in that first signature. We got a nice 2-page spread there. And then we just get back to the end of the Bible. And again, just make sure that you don't try to unstick those pages. Once we get to the back, we've just got the model number and the ISBN number. Again, the only wear that I'm seeing after using this one for a few weeks is that the gilt line is rubbing off a little bit, and that's mainly because this is a fairly thick end page there, and so it does catch on that and scrapes that off of there. But that's not a big deal to me. That's not going to bother me at all. I really love the looks of the Bible. I love the cover. I'll fix the ribbons. That's not a deal breaker at all for me. I love the art gilding. But the biggest thing is just the readability in this one. I love the readability. I love the verse-by-verse layout. Tons of cross-references, plus they're easy to use. You've got basically that built-in glossary in there with them. The way that it's separated, for the top to be for the left column, the bottom to be for the right column. Just a really easy Bible to use. I think they did a great job on it. So again, you can get this one here, which is the Premier Collection, or you can pick one up in the leather soft. And the leather soft one, I mean, the way that they designed that is really a nice looking Bible for an imitation leather cover. So I will link both of these in the description box. So again, this one is the verse by verse center column reference Bible. There's the ISBN number, and there will be a link in the description box. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.